Hello, 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 people. Welcome to another Tuesday night chill stream. Of course, we have here Canadian Shield, which we colored in last week by Trusty Sidekick. Um, and this week, we're going to, well, we've colored the background, but we're going to make it look a lot better this time, this week. And then if we get time, we are going to start working on our piece for our next piece for the Podcast Studios. It's a little bit more specific stuff this time. He has, I think, 4 things to choose from and a slight description. We'll get into that later if we get to it. Yeah. Up first is the fire. Well, I don't think I'm going to do the fire yet. I want to do this smoke. Wait, you know what? Let's do the fire. And you know what? I want to create this for the background control. I'm trying to think of a border here. We could just have a white border after this is done, but I don't. No, you know what? Let's go with a red border. Oh, we're gonna have to do these stars as white. Okay, but since we want to do the fire and that, we'll leave the border for later. Let's I guess get started on the fire. So let's zoom in here. Let's pick this color. So let's so let's put this down a little bit here so we can get that. There we go. So, oh yeah, we got the volume. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go in a little bit. More there. Okay. get getting all this fire done. So we'll probably end up using our fire tool in here afterwards, but this will give us something to work with for now. Gotta get that little bit of orange out from the outside there. Let's see, let's get there. That's good. Okay, so that's there. Let's use let's see. Bring that down just a touch. Let's bring this zoom out just a little. Let's go back to here. Let's do the rectangle. And then, delete. There. That's more like it. Okay, so here we go. That's good there. You know what? Let's use this black as the area that we wanted to go from. And then we'll come down here. We go there. I like that. And let's take that out there. Okay, so that's looking good. There. So now we need to get in between here. Obviously, we know some of this fire, how, where to go for it, the outside. But where do we bring it down to is the question. Really. There we go. That is looking better. I'll have to zoom in a little closer to make sure we get this really good. Of course, right now we'll get the somewhat of the edges here. There we go. Let's get some of the side here. Let's see how. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll have it come to into this black spot, and then below this black spot will be where it ends. So okay, so we did miss some red along here. Well, we can get that later. So let's zoom in and really get this good. We'll make this a little smaller because we're dealing with this spot here. Okay, so okay, there we go. Section is done. Fire. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I don't think that's fire there. Oh, it is, but it's on the rocks, and I don't think that is should be there. Okay, and we're using this block mark as a thing, so take that out there. We will, however, bring this fire out to here, and we'll use our rectangle again to Okay, so that's what we'll use. We'll take that out. So, hey Mike, thanks for stopping by. I recollected shared your live stream earlier. Now dropping it. Okay, and that reminds me, I should share this out myself. Go live. Let's share on X, or as it should be really called, Twitter. Grab clipboard. Let's go to Discord. We'll share it in thing. We'll share it for promote my stuff in Herman Hunters or JPots. Okay, so there we go. We've shared out. Let's zoom in here. Okay, so we need to bring that down. There's no thing there to tell me what that looks like, so there. Hey, Rebellious. No problem. Did you enjoy Dillert's segment? Program, whatever you want to call it. Is that your first time seeing it, or had you caught it before? Okay, so I did clear out some. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been on the panel for that once or twice before. Not too often. I'm usually doing something. Hey, Metal, how are you? You're being a cube? You're chilling? Are you trying to say you're chill like an ice cube? an ice cube because it's a chill stream. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so how have you been, Metal? How are things in Arizona? Is it that you are with Marsupial, the gamer? Okay, so well, that's good. Do you, was it last night that you had a stream or do you have a stream tonight? Or did you have a stream later? I don't know. I lost track when everybody's doing what. Or maybe how it comes. Monday, Thursday. So last night. Okay, that's good. Now let's take the tip of the. Well. And you were doing stuff about games last night? Monday is games and Thursday is something else. Right? Or is that reversed? Oh, did anybody see the Did you see the Fantastic Four trailer yet? Eh. Wait, does Metal and Marsupial? Yes, they do. Metal had some housing problems and in Texas, and Marsupial said, "Hey, instead of just doing a whole walkabout, why don't you come and live with me?" Metal said, "I guess I could try that for a bit." That's probably an oversimplification of it, but Yeah, that happened, what, 6 months ago or so? Metal? Has it been that long, or has it been longer, or has it been less? That's fair, though. No. Do, 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 do. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that is the fire area done. So now we're gonna do the smoke. The Smoky Bandit. Okay, so let's grab this. Actually, this should actually be fairly easy now. We'll just is that there? So I guess I'm on the left. Since he did not respond to my chat or my inquiry, or he just didn't feel like responding. Okay, so let's, now that we got this somewhat done here, good. Really, all we need to do is make sure it stays within what we consider the border here. So, so just so you know, cross, I'm okay physically. I'm just, yeah, no problem, no problem. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to redo that corner. Because we were just slightly off, I think. For it, and there we go. Okay, so now we'll use the orange on this side to okay. Okay, so we're gonna add another layer here. Um, below, just so we can get the stars in as white. There we go. Hey, Alpha, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How goes the project? I thought you were going to do a morning. Okay. Hmm. Okay, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I changed mics. I'm gonna try and put it back to the mic that I had. Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello, 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 hello. You say hello, I say goodbye. Okay, now you're back to normal. Okay. Well, hello everybody. Sorry about all the squeaking. Somebody should have told me earlier. I didn't know that that's what was going on. I would have fixed it earlier. Um, okay, so let's get back to. I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. I did tell you. Well, you said we can't understand you. I got that. But I mean, like, Mike came in and didn't say anything. Rebellious came in and didn't say anything. It seemed like people were able to make me out at first, and then I guess at some point it started, and I don't know when it started. Uh, okay, now to answer Alpha, I thought you were going to do a morning stream. No, it's Tuesday. Tuesday is the chill stream. I was supposed to do one yesterday morning. Unfortunately, I did it in the middle of the day. That's just how things worked out. I was supposed to do one last Friday and Saturday. I did not do a stream at all. Hopefully, I will be doing them. I won't be doing them this week because I'm going to a couple things early in the morning. Maybe I could do one Fridays. I'm not sure whether I might be able to do one Friday in the middle of the day sometime. I don't know. And Saturday I gotta go take a CPR course. And hi John, how are you? Okay, your stream is stuttering. All about all that. Oh, oh, I'm losing track of time. I was. It's your project. It started happening out of nowhere. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're back to everything. And this, of course, is Trusty Sidekick's rendition of Canadian Shield. I am coloring here. We're getting in the background. We got in everything else last week. Hey, good night, Spoon. Did you do your homework? Yes, I watched Paper Girls. I thought it was interesting for sure. You're training to be a nurse, Rick Piper of Cross Comics. I won't say a nurse, just I'm taking a CPR and first aid course because, you know, hopefully it'll help me get a job. There's a couple cooking jobs through some religious organizations, we'll say, that wanted you to have it. So I was able to get it because of that. Um, and I have something for Goodnight Spoon with what we were talking about that. And actually, I came across this because of me taking this course. I liked it. So this is something about stress. Stress is a normal part of life. Learning to cope with it helps you stay healthy. It reduces your risk of developing cardiovascular disease, among other illnesses. Stress can be reduced by developing rewarding hobbies and exercising regularly. It can also be helpful to set realistic goals, practice relaxation exercises, and avoid caffeine, which can reduce your ability to handle stress. So I'm not sure whether any of that helps. It's something that I just came across today when I was doing part of the online course to my first aid and CPR, and I thought it was relevant for you with last our part of the discussion last week. Paracelso, were you able to watch Paper Girls? And I finished watching The Flash as well this week too. Uh, I would like that. Oh, you're probably talking about the escape room. How does your first aid include depression? Does your first aid include depression at all or no? I think it's mentioned it minutely in just because for a couple minor things, but nothing major. Well, I have hobbies, but no exercising. Sounds like me, Alpha. I also drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee at all. I don't barely drink it at all. It compensates for my depression and low T testosterone. I've been clean of caffeine for 2 weeks. Oh, that's good. Well, that will probably help reduce your stress. No, Paper Girls, I made an honest try, but my BitTorrents program has gone haywire, and even reinstalling it's not working at all. Sorry to hear. Yeah. Okay, so we're working on the rocks here. Oh, and let's see. I was I got it in late, but I was able to get my thing in for the Popcross Studios. I got it in like 15 hours late or something like that, 12 hours late. Um, unfortunately, he did not redo mine, but he combined the dinosaurs and the mech armor, so I'm sort of glad. Um, but anyways, uh, there it is at the 44-second mark. I will grab that for anybody who wants to watch this. It's Popcross Studios. Um, uh, is there something you can say of Paper Girl to pique Elk's interest? It's time travel. I'm not sure how much he's into time travel. I definitely liked it. Hopefully season. When did they produce this? Goodnight Spoon, is a second season coming? Do you know or not? So this time, as you can see, I got the cross comics. I got my name in there. And unfortunately, with his background, it's hard to see my name and the name of the character. So, I hopefully we might get around to it. What should be being done for him for next week or for the next one? Either maybe we might touch on it tonight lately, or I'm not sure. Depends on whether we get this done. Okay, so let's come up just a tad here. Let's use the rectangle to take out there. Um, Again, we'll do the rectangle here to take that out there. No second season. It was canceled immediately. Oh, wow. Jeez. That is crazy with the way they ended it. It was made 3 or 4 years ago. Oh, okay. So we're never going to. I don't want to say too much then. Obviously, I think Al can realize it has a cliffhanger ending. It'd be neat if, although it'd be now hard, I think, to do anything with it. Being 3 or 4 years, the girls are probably aged quite a bit. I'm gonna have to come back and get some of the red done. I will watch it within 2 days as long as the torrent will feed. Yeah, it's only 8 episodes, so it's not too bad. I will take my time to fix torrent tomorrow. Yeah, we're never going to find out what happens, but I am tempted to buy the books to find out. Oh, it's based on books. Um, yeah. Well, I might be tempted to if it's based on books. I might be tempted to try and find. Just read the comic if you want to know how it ends. Oh, there's a comic of it too. I cleaned my oven and had a Bible study today, so I had limited time. It only has. Oh, well, what did you think of Paper Girls then? Well, if you have you seen the whatchamacallit, the TV series Metal? I didn't know it was adapted into a show until today. So with us talking, that let you know. Oh, has anybody seen the new Fantastic Four trailer? Um, I thought that was pretty good. Um, it looks like they're gonna set it in like the 60s or the 50s originally. I like the feel of authentic 80s rather than nostalgic 80s. Yeah. Oh, yes. Saw the trailer. Love the diesel punk miss missing scene. I have mixed, mostly negative feelings about the Fantastic Four trailer, and the setting was not one of my problems. Okay, what was your problems? I thought it actually looked good for you know something coming out of Marvel nowadays. The movie might be Disney suck, but it looked fan diddly tastic. Yeah. I hate the way he looks and his voice. That's the biggest part. Oh, okay. I thought he looked good. I think I liked the voice of the thing, but hey, everybody to their own, right? I think I was maybe taken back by it a little bit at first, but I got used to it, I think, by the end of the trailer. At least the voice. An alternative homework assignment. I hope that you will enjoy it as much as I get. The teaser was okay. Maybe the full trailer will sell it to me. Yeah, I seen like a minute trailer or whatever. Geeks and Gamers put it up on what's the name of it? Twitter. And that's where I saw it for about I think it was a minute and 30 seconds or something like that, or just over a minute. I like the things look, but not sure about the voice. I need to hear the thing yell. It's clobbering time before I'll completely dismiss him. Same Joss. I'm still Dirk gently husked. Yeah, that definitely. I can see that why you would want to wait till you hear it's clobbering time. Okay, so let's see. Uh, oh goodness, when I read the books and loved it, I didn't know Dirk Gently was on TV. But in general, his voice should be more gravelly. I'll watch some tomorrow. 7 years ago, 2 seasons, also canceled. I want to read the books now. Okay, so I think that's all the rocks done. Okay, so we need to do one more thing for the rocks. We need to come down here. Okay, it seems like he does have a New York accent. It's just not the typical thing. New York accent. Bad marketing. Okay, so there. Let's get all this in. Okay, so that was uh, okay. So really now we just need to use the rectangle on side here. And the rectangle fill down here. Oh, I think we need to put it, just make sure, right here. Okay, so we need to go around and get some, just needs to be a Manhattan accent. Ben grew up on the Lower East Side, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm talking about the Fantastic Four. Yes. Hey, Flit, how are you? Vaguely remember the books of. Yeah, have you seen the trailer yet, Alpha? If so, what do you think? Metal here's a little iffy on it. He's not really liking the Thing's voice, and he's a little hesitant on the look. On the look. Rick, I found the video I was looking for last week. Turns out I did have it bookmarked. I just didn't remember the vid settings the way it did, so I didn't recognize it. Yeah. Anyways, hope you're choosing to be happy. Yes, usually I am. I like the way the thing looks in the trailer, but the face animation is weak. He needs to show his teeth when he talks to articulate better. The face is hardly moving. Yeah, I think I could agree with that. I wasn't sure whether he was talking a couple times or whether they were doing a voiceover with him. So, yeah, I can definitely see where you're going with that. So, I might take the video from these couple weeks and get this. Okay, so we need the background here for a second. You know what? This is on the rocks, so rock. Okay, I don't know. Oh, is that flame? There. Okay. Uh, he might have not teeth in this version. I think some version of the things he doesn't have teeth visible. Okay. But I think some of he does need to move his mouth a little bit more to tell that he's actually talking. I think that's correct. Uh, I like the thing with teeth in the 2000 movies. They gave Michael Chiklis larger teeth to be more expressive, like Jim Carrey in The Mask. Same thing. The makeup in Hellboy. A good example of a CG face animation for creatures in the hall in the Avengers films. He was very expressive. Yeah. Yeah, like you can have the face expressive without the teeth, like that's I think that would be all right. It's just need to make sure that he's expressive in the face. Okay, so trying to think of anything else other interesting I saw this week. Anything. Oh, and as much as I'm glad the tariffs have been put on hold, Trudeau is weak. He gave in too easy to Trump. Now Trump knows he can walk all over Trudeau. Although he knew that already. Really. Hey, Devil Flyer, how are you? Hey, Devil Flyer, have you seen the trailer for what's the name of it? The Fantastic Four. If so, what are your thoughts? If you have any. Okay, so need to put a little bit of shading in here, of course. Um, well, I think something to put in for the background. There. Or the bleed area. Okay, so let's grab for the background. Let's select this fire, and we're gonna add another layer here. And we're gonna go to our fire tools. Okay, so let's see. Okay, without any shading or lighting in here, what are you guys thinking so far of this? You guys like this? So we're gonna add a few folders in here. One main, uh, shades, and lighting. And you probably didn't hear me out. earlier because of the sound problems. Any progress on the project Alpha? And that's something I've decided to do too. Right now, I'm gonna keep it black and white. Um, for the print out and hand out. But once I want to do one for each of my major characters. Uh, okay, no problem, Alpha. Um, well, I didn't do this cover. I'm not sure. Not too many people know my Prussian shield yet. I guess I could take it and redo it with the Prussian shield in. Um, like I said, this is done by a guy named Trusty Sidekick. He's uh yeah, Prussia is a country that was around World War II and before. I want to create a whole bunch of shields. But this Prussian shield will probably be a World War I hero in my universe. And I'm not saying I will take this. I want to get Trusty's permission first if I do take this and redo the costume with a different character. Um, uh, so okay, so let's see. Select. Okay, so we have the cape here, or at least the cape, the bottom part of the cape here. That's in more behind him that we've selected. So we're gonna go a little dark here. Um, sure, Trusty might kind of know me from Professor Pixel's comic performance videos. You know, I know nobody's gonna have a problem with me coloring their piece, and especially putting it up on my channel for them. And okay, so we're gonna go a little darker. I'm gonna add another layer to this, make it even smaller. And we're gonna make okay, and we're gonna here, uh, let's grab this color and again back to here, shading. There we go. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Now we're gonna grab selection. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. There we go. Add another layer. course, this is white, and we're gonna. There we go. Yeah, this one. Let's make this brush a little smaller. I want to do underneath there. Trying to think. Maybe. Although this belt's really supposed to be flat against. What? Put. And I want to do a little lighter there. Okay, so let's see. Up next is our next reds. And we will take out. Okay. So we're going to add another layer here. We'll grab this red. This just a little more. This a little. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna grab this darker red and we'll come again and just gonna completely do this boot, this darker red. Do some rim darkness of this. Oh no. How was the end of Flash? It was all right. It wasn't too bad. Uh, Frankly, it did get a little ridiculous in the last some of the stuff in the last couple of seasons, and I don't mean uh, but more. Which Flash do you watch? The Crazy Movie. I watched the Crazy Movie, but I was finishing. I had left off at I think mid season 6, and I recently finished watching 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, the CW Flash. Okay, so that is, I think, it looks pretty good. That's the second red. That's Control Z. Oh, what happened in the last season 5? I thought Ollie died in Arrow. Yeah, well, he did. Um, uh, Actually, I think there's something I didn't see in it in what got. I think I didn't see some crossover stuff. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Okay, that's the belt buckle. Okay. Do, 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 do. I don't think I'm gonna do anything on the Maple Leaf or the things. Selection. Okay, so we will do a little bit of gray, I think, in the one eye. And maybe both eyes, actually. How was Ezra Miller Flashman? It was alright. Um, Definitely not the best thing I've ever saw, but you know, there's a lot of goofiness to it. You know, the problem, I don't really like the Flash in the DCEU or those movies. They have him too young. He's not. He didn't get his power. From what I can tell, he didn't get his powers in the same type of accident working for the police. You know, because when the Flash gets his powers, he's supposed to be a forensic scientist working for the police, right? So he didn't get. He wasn't in a lab getting them. Well, I think there was maybe a lab of his own self, you know, that he had or whatever. I'm not sure exactly, but you know, when the Flash joins the Justice League, he's supposed to have been a hero for a while, and that's really what I don't like about what they did. These characters have not been heroes for any length of time, you know, before they become the Justice League. The only two that have been, you know, I'll say three that became had any sort of hero ness is Wonder Woman, and that's iffy. Um, well, she had hero ness, but not superhero ness. That makes sense. Batman, of course, and then Clark, and then even his is, um, you know, not a lot. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this. I'm gonna do a saw. We'll get. There we go. Okay, so that's that. That was quick. Okay, so normally I wouldn't be putting any sort of light on the white, but we have this fire happening behind him. So I'm going to put a little bit of orange, I think, reflecting on the white. Some rim lighting here. We should, we'll take part of this off right there. Did I There we go. There. Let's come back here. There. Back here. Take that right there. We'll get some here. You know what? You know what? Control Z, Control Z. Just select that and there. I don't think we're going to see any light hit that leg. Cape is blocking it. We're back to our red area. Okay, we're going to zoom in here to get this color that we got earlier. Oh, Rick, what would you do if a 1988 showed up in your house today? 88. How old was I? I was 15. Was I still? I might be still living on Mud Street. Um, or would have just. I'm not sure whether or where I was living back then, but I don't know. I don't think my 15-year-old self would be able to find me nowadays. But you just asked what if. You didn't say. I'd just like to know how my 15-year-old self found me. Because my life is really different from then. I I guess I'd be shocked just that he'd be able to find me. I know I can be resourceful, but phone book. There's no phone books. I have a cell phone. It doesn't go in the thing. The net wasn't the thing, so I wouldn't know how to get on the net to find me. Um, the closest way that he might be able to find me is something to do with my comics because I had started doing stuff with my comics back then. But I'm not even sure whether he'd be able to find me with that because I don't think I had settled on the name Cross Comics yet. Library? What do you mean exactly by library? I guess is what I'll ask. You can get on the net that way, but Okay, so I'm not gonna do actually anything on that. Uh, Maybe he goes to the library to see if he's published, and the librarian shows him the internet. Yeah, okay, maybe. Although my address on he'd be able to find me online then, obviously, but he wouldn't be able to find my address because my address isn't in my comic books, that's for sure. Well, the wrong address is. Okay, so uh would he go to Anita's? Um, no. I obviously I knew my cousin. He went. She's only 6 years older than me, and she's definitely not living where she lived back in '88. And I'm not sure whether my dad would be. I forget what year my dad moved up north, so I'm not sure whether my dad he would know my dad moved up north or not. My dad's about the only one that he'd find if he tried to find my mom. I think he would be devastated. Okay, so and I wouldn't say me and my cousin were that close back then. You know, we talked a few times. She stayed at my dad's for a little bit when he lived in Hamilton, but okay. So I'm gonna still do a little bit of shading and lighting on the rocks in the ground. But what do you guys think so far of this? The lighting and shading. Uh, Shading, lighting. Okay, so let's see. Rocks selection. We'll add grab this color. We'll bring it right almost down there. Let's come back here to shade. Bring up our make our brush a little bigger. There we go. Make our brush a little smaller. And we have, okay, so lighting. I'm gonna just wait to the lighting for this. I know I still gotta do the ground a little bit probably. Okay, we'll go back to that color. We'll come up here. And then let's see. Soft. Make this a little bigger. We're just gonna get a little bit in here. There. I don't think anything else is getting lit up. It's night sky. So we'll grab the ground here. And we'll darken it in a spot or two. We'll add I'm gonna put that underneath the rocks, of course. Let's see. No. Shading. Let's make that a little bigger. The light mostly be from behind the fire behind him than the stars. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then he's gonna write a little bit of shade here as well. Okay, and then let's do another layer here. Hey, Pilfer, how are you? Okay, so come back here. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Oh, I missed the hair. What? My beard hair or my top hair? Or both? Yeah. Okay, so I think that's done. Unless see, I'm not sure what to do with the border. I don't really want to do a black border. Not sure. I don't think a white border would do. Um, that's. Let's see what the white looks like. Yeah. This is not my art. This is a guy named Trusty Sidekick. He he drew this. I just colored it over last week and this week. Pilfer. Although I am doing better, I have done some stuff. You see more of what I've been doing either Mondays, Saturdays, or Fridays. Yeah, it is. It's definitely improving. I think people around here can tell you that for sure. Yeah, I'm doing three things. Mondays, and I think you've been there for a couple times. Lesser known Bible stories. Normally, I'm doing that. Fridays, I'm normally coloring up the Canadian Shield, so that's not my drawing either. So, um, but Saturdays, I do a program I call Bugging Out, where I'm drawing up my book Insecto #1. So, although that's going to be this Saturday because I'm got to go to take a first aid course. So, at least it's not happening in the morning. I might end up doing a show in the evening when after I get home. I'm not sure yet. So, does that look better with the white border or the red border? Anybody else want to weigh in on the border? I am thinking the white myself, but I was trying to do something different than just both are fine to me. If you're getting printer white, will save you ink. Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm not sure whether I'm getting this printed anytime soon, but I do like how it turned out for sure. Gotta try. I'm surprised Trusty didn't make it either of these weeks. I told him I was doing this, so um, yeah. So it's already color, so they wouldn't care one way or another. But I do like that. I think that looks pretty good. The coloring, everything just looks really crisp to me. So I didn't get to do my Popcraft Studio stuff. Maybe what we'll do quickly. He's got the new prompt up. Let me try and get it. Well, sort of. Uh, Popcross videos. Yeah. So let me bring this up. So. Do 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 do. Oh, random question for you. When Dillard Draw becomes a millionaire from Mighty Gold Children Patriot, do you think he will invite you out to California again? Well, it's not so much whether he will invite me to out to Cali, um, Alpha. I was already coming there because of a Christian Comic Con that I went to, and it was just more of me staying at his place. Now the question is, would he let me stay at his place again? I think so. I don't think I was too much of an imposition to him. I got along with his family, but won't you be? No, you guys. we settled that whole thing at the moment, for the moment, anyways, at least for the next 30 days. And it's not like Canadians couldn't come into America and vice versa. It's just we're paying more if you're bringing stuff in or whatever to sell or whatever. You're just getting charged a hell of a lot more. Oh, anyways, let's me get something else here. Okay, so um, Popcross is this is what he's got for the thing instructions for he's for the prompt for this month. He says, please choose one of the 14 described here below to draw what you think they should look like. These characters will be part of Tarsa's Imperial Pantheon, her new team of villains with which she'll try to overthrow the universe. So, let me bring it so I can see what you guys are saying. Let me pop out the chat. I'm going to try and get you guys to help me choose which one I'm going to do here. Okay, so we have Cyberpunk Zeus in Dimension C856. A Greek pantheon emerged not in ancient Greece, but in the age of humanity, in an age when humanity had become massively technologically evolved. They were born after a time when humanity was consistently altering themselves with technology and technological enhancements. And Zeus, along with this world's Poseidon, Hades, were the first humans born with spontaneous, natural occurring mechanical augments. Zeus allowed him to control lightning, weather, along with the common ability he shared with his siblings, dramatically extended lifespan, strength, durability that made them seem like gods. Zeus had grown bored of his realm, though after 400 years of life seeks more adventure outside his realm. Tarsa's techno-organic demon virus will probably gel well with this guy's body. What do you think? These descriptions are complicated. Yeah, well, he's trying to give you a feel for the characters on all elemental Pete in Dimension. The Hawaiian Islands turned into a garbage dump by a comedically corrupt version of the United Nations. Hawaiian gods and goddesses a few years out. Uh, Demon Anubis. Not quite everyone knows the demonic version of the Egyptian god of the underworld. Came to be once a very important god, help thing. And Pantheon Slayer Freya. This is a debate among some academics to what was genuinely believed the goddess Freya and Frigg in Norse mythology due to their very similar roles. Blah blah blah. Okay, there's a lot here. Like you were saying, they're complicated a little bit. Um, which one, without really reading a lot of it, I know the first one. Which one do you think I should try and go for? A Cyberpunk Zeus, an all elemental Peel. Like, I'm not, don't know cyberpunk stuff really well, so that might not be a good idea. An all elemental Peel, that's Hawaiian. That could be interesting. Uh, Anubis, that's Egyptian. I do know a little bit of Egyptian stuff from um, what's the name of it? Stargate. But that I don't think you really need to know a lot. And then of course we have Norse. So do you think I should go Norse, Egyptian, or Hawaiian character? Although the Zeus one would be me stepping out of my comfort zone. Any thoughts, people? Any thoughts? No, no, they're not all cyberpunk. Good night, Spoon. Did you already guess my vote? No, I did not. Oh, I guess your vote now. Yeah, Anubis, Egyptian. Good night, Spoon. I didn't think about it till you asked, and a couple seconds after you asked. Oh, I've got a riddle for you guys. What do you buy to eat but never eat? I don't. Well, they're all a reimagining. I believe. Yeah, I guess you could say just silverware in general, but the answer, and I told it a little differently than my dad told me, but uh, you got it close with silverware. The answer was that he said was fork for the riddle that he. Uh, well, they're making. As for the reimaginings, this of course is cyberpunk. Here it says Anubis is more of a demon. It says nobody quite knows exactly how this demonic version of the Egyptian god of the world came to be. Once a very important god who helped protect his world from chaos and guide out souls to the afterlife. He left his position, became sporadically killing whole cities on a whim of power. Uh, oh, I'm good at riddles sometimes. Cool. Uh, uh, all elemental P. I don't know a lot about most of these gods either. Anubis is a jackal-headed man. Yeah, so you're making him into some sort of demon-esque version of himself. Uh, I don't know much about Peel from Hawaiian. I guess he wasn't a master of all elements. A few years after the Isles, she awakened. That's intent on getting ready for. Uh, and probably if you read the descriptions, it might say a little bit more how they're different than the originals. If you know that, Pele. Okay. And 42. What's 42? Oh, is that your answer to my riddle? You know what? Okay, so you're gonna say Egyptian one, right? Goodnight Spoon. but I did a demonic character just recently, or tried to do that with the Triceratops. So I think we're going to be down to either Egyptian or Norse. And this is the girl one. I haven't done a girl yet for him. I don't think. So I think we're gonna go Pantheon Slayer Freya. By default, Anubis is a demonic since he is a false god. Yeah, I get that, Alpha. But, obviously he's not going with the Christian point of view in this. You know, like eventually I'm gonna have the various gods in, but they're gonna be aliens. Sort of going with a Stargate feel with that. So we're gonna create. We're gonna copy that. We're not gonna do this tonight because it's the time that it is. Uh, Let me bring up the thing so I can see what you guys. Taking the browser down. Okay, so I'm gonna create all these characters supposed to be redesigned as modern characters. I wouldn't say necessarily modern. Um, it's based on whatever that description is that he gave. Let's go new. Uh, and we're just gonna leave it blank for now, but we're gonna save as name. Cross Comics. Uh, Pop Cross. Uh, we're just gonna save this blank thing as a name. Um, so this we have next week to start with. We're gonna have to get this one done quickly. I forget what the due date is for this. I'm bringing it up. So let me see. February 21st is the due date. If you want to get a link to that in the video that I linked earlier, where it shows my thing, one I think the first comment in the description, the first link in the description, is the link to the thing on the characters. I doubt that you're gonna want to do a character design, over the next thing. What is the prize? Having your art showcased? Um, well, I won't say showcase because he shows everybody that submits. The prize is that he does his redraw of it, or combines it with something, or combines a couple. Like last month with the armor that I did, the mech armor. Um, he took people's dinosaurs that they designed, and he took the mech armor that people designed, and he put that mech armor on a dinosaur. whichever dinosaur he chose from somebody. So, and you know, but even it just gets it up on thing. Like as long as I put that whatever name by you know drawing, at least somebody will see it. It's half a second, maybe it'll get me something or whatever. I don't know. And it gives me content, for me. So some people do it just to do it, and I guess that's half the reason I'm doing it just to do it. You know, sometimes he picks real good artists that have done stuff. Sometimes he picks lousy artists, stuff that have done stuff. But I guess it's the thing of him choosing your idea to get showcased, your idea for whatever you're drawing. If that your idea or whatever gets showcased and all that. So I hope that answers your question. And with that, I think I'm going to end for the night. It's just after midnight. I got to get up. I got some stuff to do tomorrow. So hopefully we will see you Thursday for uh, what's let's catching up your stream. Yeah, remember Thursday 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are having the Silhouette game. It is a whatever night. So be here to try and win some points. So we'll catch you later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great night.